I'm Nastassia, and I'm a senior software engineer on the team's platform team. So when I joined Microsoft Canada, I joined as an Aspire hire, which means I was less than a year out of a post-secondary institution when I got my job. So I actually had very little work experience, just a couple of internships that I'd done. Those did really help to prepare me on the technical side. The things that kind of really ended up helping were less my past experience and more having a really strong team around me. Especially when I first started, I really relied heavily on people that I now consider my mentors because they had great experience and they were willing to lend their time and energy to helping me grow. And because I had that experience, I then have decided to try my best to pass that on to others. So I've done some mentorship through some of our intern programs as well as through the NPower organization. My mentors lifted me up so much, I want to be able to do the same for others. It was in my very first week at Microsoft, my manager at the time said to me, like, what are your long-term goals? And I kind of explained what they were to him. It was actually to come back to engineering eventually. And he said, okay, great, like, let's figure out what the plan is to get you there. And all my subsequent managers, like, after that, we're all kind of on the same page. I actually have to give a huge kudos to, like, my final manager in my previous role. He was actually, like, one of the most helpful advocates to help me take the step to actually go and apply and interview and get the role that I'm in now. And so I really love that kind of idea of having you grow and accomplish whatever your own personal goals are is kind of like instilled in all of our managers now, which is amazing. So I love that it's seen as it being a success even if you move on to another role, as long as that aligns with what your career goals are. The other thing that I really noticed, there's really like a lot of collaboration throughout the team. People are really encouraged to kind of lift each other up and work together. And I love that there's such a focus on not only your individual accomplishments, but how you can kind of work together with your team and how that's a big part of how we're measured and how we're seen as being like a truly exceptional employee is not just about your own individual successes, but how you create an overall better environment at Microsoft. If I can do it, anybody can do it. I don't think I can explain how much I did not think I was gonna get either of the jobs that I got at Microsoft. First time I applied, I was like, well, I'll just apply on a whim. There's no way I'm getting this job. And then when I got the hiring letter, I was like, well, this was a surprise. But really, I think it would be that if you want to join Microsoft, be ready to be really challenged and be ready to ask for help when you need it. It's gonna be a really overwhelming journey, but luckily you have a really great team and community around you. Make use of those people because they want you to be successful and they want to help you as much as possible. Everybody around you really wants you to succeed and they've all been at the same place that you are at some point. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it and take time to take a breath and just get through the process.